Ruger makes nearly 800 variations of over 40 product lines. That number sounds impressive until you are standing in a gun store trying to figure out which one is actually worth your hard-earned money and which ones you should walk straight past. The firearms industry will never tell you that. Dealers will not tell you that, but we will. Today, we are ranking the only 10 Ruger pistols that deserve a place in your collection, your holster, or your safe in 2026. Every single entry is verified with current production specs and honest real-world limitations. No filler, no brand loyalty, no wasted time. If a Ruger pistol does not earn its place on this list, it does not get mentioned. Let us get into it. Number 10. Ruger LCP II 22LR. Let's kick things off with the smallest, most beginner-friendly Ruger on this list. The LCP II and 22LR is not a defensive powerhouse, but that is not what it was built for. This is a pure training pistol, and one of the best on the market at that job. It mirrors the exact size, weight, and controls of the LCP II, which means you can build real muscle memory without spending $1 on centerfire ammunition. The Lite rack system makes slide manipulation effortless, and the 10-round magazine gives you more than enough to run drills, build trigger discipline, and develop consistency at the range. If you are new to firearms, or if you are an experienced shooter looking to cut training costs without cutting quality, this little Ruger earns its spot. Caliber 22LR, capacity 10+1, barrel length 2.75 inches, weight 11.2 ounces. Price range, $299 to $349. Limitation, low stopping power, not recommended as a primary defensive firearm. Verdict, the best low-cost training pistol Ruger makes, and the smartest way to start shooting. Number 9. Ruger Security 380. Step up slightly in power and you land on the Security 380, a hammer-fired, double-stack 380 ACP pistol that punches well above its price tag. What makes this gun special is the 15-round magazine capacity, which is almost unheard of in a 380 platform. The grip is slim, the trigger is smooth for a hammer-fired design, and the overall build quality feels significantly more premium than the price suggests. At under $400 on the street, you are getting a full-size feel pistol chambered in a manageable, low-recoil cartridge. It is excellent for beginners, smaller frame shooters, and anyone who values capacity over raw caliber. Caliber 380 ACP, capacity 15+1, barrel length 3.42 inches, weight 23.7 ounces. Price range $299 to $389. Limitation 380. ACP is considered underpowered by some for primary self-defense use. Verdict, the highest capacity 380 Ruger makes a sleeper value that most buyers overlook entirely. Number 8. Ruger LCP Max with manual safety. You already know the LCP Max. It is one of the most popular pocket pistols in America. But in 2026, Ruger quietly did something smart. They introduced a manual safety version for states with specific carry laws and for shooters who simply want that extra layer of control. The core platform remains the same: a staggered feed 10-round magazine, a tritium front sight, a locked breech barrel, and an overall length of just 5.17 inches. This new variant gives you all of that in a package that is now legal and accessible to an even wider audience. The manual safety is small but crisp, and it does not compromise the draw or the overall shootability of the platform. Caliber 380 ACP, capacity 10+1, barrel length 2.8 inches, weight 10.6 ounces, price range $419 to $469. Limitation, recoil is snappy for a 380, and the slide may not lock back on every brand of ammunition. Verdict, the most pocket-friendly Ruger available now, with a legal manual safety option that opens it up to more carriers nationwide. Number 7. Ruger Mark IV 2245 Lite. Here is where the list gets interesting. The Mark IV 2245 Lite is one of the most accurate, most enjoyable to shoot rimfire pistols on the market today. The 2245 designation means the grip angle and controls mirror the 1911, which makes it a perfect companion trainer for anyone who carries a 1911 style pistol. The anodized aluminum upper receiver keeps the overall weight incredibly low. The one-button takedown system is one of the fastest in any rimfire pistol, and the threaded barrel version makes it suppressor ready right out of the box. For target shooting, silhouette competition, or pure range fun, nothing in the Ruger lineup comes close to the satisfaction this pistol delivers. Caliber 22 LR, capacity 10+1, barrel length 4.4 inches, weight 25.4 ounces, price range $529 to $629. Limitation: rimfire is only not a defensive firearm in any scenario. Verdict: the finest rimfire pistol Ruger builds, and one of the best training tools in any caliber at any price. Number 6. Ruger Max 9. This is the replacement entry that earns its place on merit alone. The Ruger Max 9 is a micro-compact 9mm that most people slept on when it launched. And that was a mistake. It packs a 12-round flush-fit magazine, a factory tritium fiber optic front sight, an optics-ready slide cut, a loaded chamber indicator, and a built-in trigger safety all in a pistol that weighs just 18.4 ounces and measures only 6 inches in overall length. At a street price under $400, no other Ruger micro-compact gives you this combination of features, capacity, and carry comfort. The cold hammer-forged barrel delivers exceptional accuracy for its size, and the grip texture is aggressive enough to hold under stress without being uncomfortable for daily carry. Caliber 9mm Luger, capacity 10+1, flush/12+1, extended, barrel length 3.2 inches, weight 18.4 ounces, price range $349 to $439. Limitation: trigger reset is longer than premium competitors like the SIG P365 or Springfield Hellcat. Verdict: the most feature-rich, best-value micro-compact 9mm in the entire Ruger catalog, and one of the most underrated carry guns of 2026. Number 5. Ruger SR 1911 Commander 9mm. Now we shift into classic territory, the SR 1911. Commander is Ruger's take on the officer-length 1911 platform, and they built it right. The 4.25-inch barrel and aluminum alloy frame bring the weight down significantly compared to a full-size steel 1911, making it one of the most carry-friendly 1911-style pistols you can buy without spending custom shop money. Chambered in 9mm, it ships with 2 9-round magazines, and the single-action trigger is crisp, consistent, and everything a 1911 shooter expects. The extended thumb safety, beaver tail grip safety, and fully adjustable Novak-style sights are all factory standard, no aftermarket work required. Caliber 9mm Luger, capacity 9+1, barrel length 4.25 inches, weight 29.3 ounces, price range $979 to $1,099. Limitation: single action only requires strict manual safety discipline, not recommended for shooters new to 1911 style pistols. Verdict: the best carry length 1911. Ruger makes refined, reliable, and priced fairly for the platform. Number 4. Ruger American Pistol full-size 9mm. The Ruger American Pistol is arguably the most underappreciated duty pistol on the market. It was designed from the ground up to meet military and law enforcement standards, and it passed with high marks. The pretensioned striker system provides a consistent, predictable trigger pull every single time. The interchangeable palm swells allow you to dial in the grip to your exact hand size. The barrel cam reduces felt recoil better than most competitors in this class, and the 17-round magazine capacity makes it fully competitive with the Glock 17 and M&P 9M 2.0. For the price, you are getting a duty-grade, mil-spec-tested, full-size 9mm that most gun store customers walk right past, and that is their loss. Caliber 9mm Luger, capacity 17+1, barrel length 4.2 inches, weight 30.2 ounces, price range $449 to $569. Limitation: trigger feel is functional but not as refined as higher-end competitors. Aftermarket support is more limited than Glock or M&P. Verdict: a duty-tested, full-size 9mm that delivers military-grade reliability at a price the competition cannot match. Number 3. Ruger 57. Very few pistols on the market today make you reconsider everything you thought you knew about handgun calibers. The Ruger 57 is one of them. Chambered in the 5.7 by 28mm cartridge, it launches a 40-grain projectile at over 1,750 feet per second with almost no felt recoil. The muzzle barely moves between shots. The 20-round magazine capacity is extraordinary for a pistol this size. The optics-ready slide accepts most miniature red dot sights without an adapter, and the reversible magazine release and adjustable sights make it genuinely ambidextrous out of the box. Whether you are running it as a home defense pistol, a range gun, or a competition platform, the Ruger 57 delivers an experience that is completely unlike anything else in the Ruger lineup. Caliber: 5.7 by 28mm. Capacity 20+1. Barrel length 4.94 inches. Weight 24.5 ounces. Price range $649 to $799. Limitation: 5.7 by 28mm ammunition is more expensive and harder to find than standard 9mm fudget accordingly. Verdict: the most technologically unique pistol in the Ruger lineup, delivering rifle-like velocity with handgun-level recoil. Number 2. Ruger SR 1911. Full-size 45 ACP. If the Commander is Ruger's Carry 1911, the SR 1911 full-size is their statement piece. A full 5-inch stainless steel barrel, a lowered and flared ejection port, a titanium firing pin, a match-grade chamber, and a Series 70 style trigger that breaks cleanly at around 4.5 pounds. This is a production 1911 that competes directly with pistols costing several $100s more. The double diamond checkered rosewood grips give it a look that belongs in a display case, but make no mistake, this is a shooter's gun first. With 230 grain 45 ACP hollow points loaded and a proper grip, the R1911 full size is one of the most confidence-inspiring pistols you can put in your hands. Caliber 45 ACP. Capacity 8+1. Barrel length 5 inches. Weight 39 ounces. Price range $979 to $1,259. Limitation: heavy at nearly 2.5 pounds loaded, not a carry gun for most people. Limited capacity compared to modern striker-fired pistols. Verdict: the finest production 1911 Ruger has ever made a legacy platform built to last a lifetime. Number 1. Ruger Security 9. Here's the one that surprises people. The Ruger Security 9 is not the flashiest gun on this list. It does not have a match-grade trigger or a threaded barrel or a magnum caliber. What it has is something more valuable than any of that it works, every single time, for almost anyone, at a price that makes it impossible to argue against. Full-size 9mm 15-round magazine, a locked breech design borrowed from the Ruger American, a drift-adjustable rear sight, an ambidextrous safety, and a slim profile that actually makes it viable for inside-the-waistband carry despite its full-size capacity. For home defense, first-time buyers, budget-conscious carriers, and high-volume shooters who want a reliable 9mm without a premium price tag, nothing in the Ruger lineup delivers more real-world value than the Security 9. Caliber 9mm Luger. Capacity 15+1. Barrel length 4.0 inches. Weight 23.7 ounces. Price range $299 to $399. Limitation: trigger is functional but not competition grade. Aftermarket accessory options are narrower than Glock equivalents. Verdict: the single best value in the entire Ruger pistol lineup, reliable, affordable, and capable enough for any role you assign it. There it is, the only 10 Ruger pistols worth your money in 2026, ranked with complete honesty and zero brand bias. Ruger has built their reputation on American manufacturing and genuine value, and the pistols on this list prove that reputation is still earned every single year. The ones that did not make this list were left off for a reason, and if you want to know which Ruger models to avoid and why, drop that request in the comments right now. Tell us which Ruger pistol you currently own and whether it earned its place in your safe. Hit that like button, share this with one shooter who is about to spend money on the wrong Ruger, and subscribe because we deliver this level of honest, researched content every single week. We will see you in the next one.